Okay, here we are. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody watching right now. I'm Ira Kadyagan from the International Seed Federation, and this is continuing with yesterday's question and answer about the first ever ISF Virtual Congress. Today, I'm still with Michael Keller, the Secretary General of the International Seed Federation, who will be here to answer all our remaining questions from yesterday and also to pick up on the questions that we received on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So good morning, Michael.
Hey, good morning, Ira. Good morning, everybody. Very happy today. I hope we will have no technical incidents to engage with you again as a starter for also our virtual Congress next week.
Yeah, indeed. So let me just ask you quickly. So since yesterday, how many people have registered for the virtual Congress?
Yeah, thanks, Ira. I don't know if it is thanks to our interview we had yesterday, but it's fantastic and very exciting to see that we had even increased the numbers, which were very high yet last week, this week, and yesterday. We have now over 2,350, I think, people registered. But I would like to remind us all, I think it's not the numbers which is important. What is more important is that we can use this tool to engage, and ISF, the International Seed Federation, can use it also to make perhaps broader provide broader information to you all who are interested in seed, in agricultural production, but also in food and food systems.
Yeah, exactly. So just to remind everybody before we go to the questions, the website to register is govirtual.worldseed.org. You will find that on the links to all our posts on Facebook and LinkedIn. So if you haven't registered yet, you can easily do so there, and it's no cost. And you will receive all the instructions for the sessions and for other details like technical details via email. All right, so let's start with the first question that we received on LinkedIn. And a lot of people ask related questions to this. So the first one is the seed industry poised to further digitalize, not just with events, but also with e-commerce, digital tracing, and digital platforms, etc.?
I think, first of all, something perhaps we all felt during the recent weeks when the crisis started with COVID-19. And let's be clear, we're in the middle of the crisis. When you look what is happening today in South America, we need to face it, and healthy is still our utmost priority and will stay in the future. But one thing we felt also, there was an increase everywhere of virtual engagement, of the need to engage. And the tools we have today, we have lots of tools in terms of engagement, helped us at the end. And I must admit, it helped us to intensify our discussions with further supply chain, the value chain, but also with the broader public. And I think, therefore, it's a learning for all of us that, yes, I think we always need in future also to meet in person, but this virtual engagement is clearly helping us to move forward, to drive forward our joint visions of the future of also the food systems. For ISF, it's clear our Congress will be virtual this year. However, I think I reminded it also yesterday, we will meet again in person because there's need to meet in person, and perhaps also for all those who are starting to be interested also in the International Seed Federation, our ISF Seed World Congress taking place every year. It's a place where you have a trading floor. It's a unique place where people are trading and making business, and these people need to meet in the future. However, we see this platform to discuss specific topics. We will have the discussions next week on seed. What is the role on seed within the whole discussions on future food systems, on sustainability, on biodiversity? We will have also discussion, what is the seed sector itself? What is the structure of the seed sector? What is the vision of the seed sector, and how the seed sector is positioned themselves? I think these are vital topics for all of us. And then we will have the big discussion on innovation. And here I'm coming. We are speaking about innovation. We are speaking about sustainability. And I think nobody is challenging that we need innovation, but it's not innovation for innovation. I think there are many needs we have to address, challenges. But one thing, and this is the question also, it's very interesting to see this discussion about digitalization. It's absolutely critical. I'm very excited to see, there are buzzwords like agriculture 4.0 out there. There are many new opportunities which will drive us, which will drive also our way to make agriculture, to farm by using new tools. I think big data is a big important thing. The collection of data in the fields, our capacity today to collect more and more data in terms of what are the needs in the input, when do you need water, when do you need fertilizers. All this, I think it's a tremendous opportunity for all of us in the direction of more precision agriculture. I think there's also one thing, it's the Internet of Things. That means the use of sensors in the fields, the use of drones. We hear a lot, but it's starting to be a reality. It's also starting to be in the reality in the use within the seed sector. When you think on seed production, starting to use more and more also drones, sensors in the fields. It means tremendous opportunities. And digitalization, it's something, yes, it's about innovation. But yes, I think it's also important to think about it's innovation which helps us to probably increase our capacity to produce more sustainable. And I think that's also the discussion. We need to be more sustainable. That means we need, at the same time, also to produce more. And I think that's where I see also for the future, the discussions we need to have, and therefore next week will be a super opportunity to engage on this one, but there will be other opportunities following.
Yeah, indeed. That's one of the topics that keeps coming up in the comments. And even now somebody mentioned it again. So I think that's an important question for them. Okay, so the next question that we have is who are the sponsors and the partners of the Congress, and can people interact with them on the platform?
Yeah, first of all, thanks. And I would like really to thank our sponsors and ISF at our federation. We are organizing many, many events. And without these sponsors, I would like to call them partners, because they're following us since many, many years to help us to organize meetings, to organize our ISF World Seed Congress. But they helped us also somehow to build and to structure this virtual Congress, because it's for us all, it's something new. And therefore it's important if you can rely on these partners. And I would like to name them. It's Syngenta, it's BASF, it's Cimbria, it's Incotec, long-term partners of ISF. It's also Corteva, Computonics. And if you allow me, I would like to emphasize, because we have one partner, which is an important partner. And here it's about partnership, where we are thinking also what happened in the past, what will happen in the future. It's from the FAO, the International of Plant Health, which is also here you can engage with them. How you can engage with all of them at the end. When you are entering next week, the landing page, you see some banners near to the escalator, and here you can click on, and you can engage directly with these partners and also with the International of Plant Health, because I think it's very important that you get also more information on the importance of plant health. And at the same time, I'm saying also, yeah, it can be very interesting also for you who are interested in seed companies, in general, to engage with our other partners and sponsors. They are happy to provide you further information. And I think that's also something where we would like to bridge also more society, the farming society, but in general also us with our business and the broader public.
Right. Thank you. And also we should mention that when you visit the website of the Congress, which is govirtual.worldseed.org, you will be able to see a kind of preview of the lobby, the virtual lobby, where people can enter, look at the logos of the partners who are there, as well as the ISF booth, etc. So it's an exciting way to just get a glimpse of how the virtual lobby will look like, because we want to emphasize that this is not just webinars or online meetings. This is an actual virtual event where people can actually go into a lobby, go into an auditorium, and interact with sponsors, the ISF team, and also the speakers. Yeah. Yeah, so related to that is because there is the little booth of Seed World that appears in our auditorium, in the virtual lobby. So what is the role of Seed World in this Congress?
Yeah, thanks, Ira. I think that's important also to mention Seed World, with whom we are somehow, some weeks ago we were sitting there, should we go, should we not go? And therefore we looked also for something who has the technology, the know-how to go further in developing this idea to build a virtual Congress. And Seed World, many of you know the publications coming from Seed World, was somehow a natural partner we looked for to build this together. That means Seed World today is helping us to structure the landing page, but is also, and I really would like to highlight, a very efficient and well cooperation with the whole team of Seed World, which is helping us to structure also our open meetings and building this engagement. Just you mentioned before, Ira, and I would like to say here also, when you go to the booths of Seed World, there will be journalists who are ready to engage with you, because one of the specificities is also, we spoke about the sponsors where you can click on. Here you can really click on, there's a special booth, and there are people, human beings behind, with whom you can even engage in video chats and all this. For Seed World, you can do this. And we mentioned, I think yesterday also, you can do the same thing with the ISF team. Our team will be present there. And also we have a special booth to promote further, because that's absolutely critical for us. We are happy to do it virtually, but I need to say, we need also this in-person engagement to meet all of you next year in Barcelona 2021 ISF Seed World Congress. And there's a special booth where you can also somehow ask all the questions. And let me say also, because we have Seed World there, but there are also other publications who are very often making articles about Seed, about our work we are doing. And you can find all these informations and even magazines in the resource center.
Right. So to know more details about the role of Seed World, we will also have another Q&A this afternoon, which is at 2 p.m. Central European Time, with Julie Deering, who is handling this project with ISF. So you can get all the technical details, and you can ask her questions about how to log in, what platforms are we using, what kind of equipment do I need, etc. So please join that Q&A later this afternoon for all of that. Okay, so we have one more question here. This is still from yesterday as well. So how about people who cannot watch the live sessions due to the time difference? Can they engage, or can they still be part of the discussions?
Yeah, thanks, Ira. I think that's a very important one, because we will not stop here. We will like also that everybody who couldn't attend can watch the videos. First of all, I would like to remind you all, the meeting is starting. It's on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. There will be sessions at 12 p.m. And we were reminded also yesterday, still from our South American colleagues, we need to emphasize it's 12 p.m. CEST for 1 hour. And then we will have one additional session on Tuesday at 4 p.m. CEST. I think that's just a reminder. The videos will be, there will be a lot of videos available. That means throughout the week, then if you want to visit the Congress, you can go there, you can watch all the videos, and you can then also watch then somehow the discussions, the questions and answer sessions. In any case, even after next week, and I would like to emphasize this one, is we will post most of the videos and then also the key elements, perhaps the outcome of these discussions on our website and elsewhere. And we will continue. I think that's not a one shot. That means we are yet thinking about, could we do something in 2 or 3 months on other topics? We have a lot of topics in mind, and very happy also if you have ideas what you would like to hear from us. Please do not hesitate also during the next week. Send us more requests, information, questions. We are ready to go, and we will continue to go in this virtual engagement with you.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. So I just pulled up here the website. So this is how, if you visit the website, which is govirtual.worldseed.org, this is how it looks like. And you'll be able to see, as I said, the preview of all our sponsors and partners. This is the booth for Barcelona, which is, so if you want to join next year's World Seed Congress, you can get information there. There's an information desk, which will be manned by ISF staff. And here you have the Seed World booth as well. And there'll be videos, and here's the entrance to the auditorium. So it's very exciting. It looks very exciting. And as you mentioned, If you do miss the live sessions, which will be from June 8 to 10, the content will still be accessible 24/7 until June 17. So there is still a chance for you to catch it in case you couldn't join the live sessions. All right, so we have not received any additional questions right now, but just a lot of people saying hello and good morning to you, Michael, and to everybody else who are watching. And so let me just, I guess, remind everybody that there's another Q&A with Julie Deering of Seed World this afternoon at 2 p.m. Geneva time, and you can also join that for sure. So yeah, any last words, Michael?
No, thanks. First of all, it's always nice to engage, and I had this discussion with you, Ira. Hope to see you all next week, but I hope more that also we will have all the opportunity to build together the next agricultural production system, but also the next food system. We need all of you, and I think we as the seed sector, we want to be part, and with this virtual engagement, we want to show our engagement and further down to continue with you all. Thanks, and see you next week then.
Yeah, see you next week. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.